I am so... What? Seriously? Alright, 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 alright. Alright, now it looks like the microphone is actually on. And we are live for another beautiful episode of The Adventures of Lerm and Better Than Wolves. Now, today, looking around, birthed in the world, and it doesn't look like there's much going on here. Okay, I'm gonna... Now, I just got home from work about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours ago. So, you guys are going with me, you guys and gals, or whatever, who the hell is watching with this. And I'm gonna make my coffee, and I'm gonna sit down. Today is going to be a fairly short episode, hopefully. I've taken my sleep aids, and I'm hoping that they kick in. I've had to use quite a bit of them over the holidays because work has been crazy. Today, well, when I go in tonight, I gotta go in early to work, and I have to make a presentation to the new hires today, and so I'm going to be speaking in front of people, and I haven't had a lot of experience with that. Just a little bit. I think I've talked about it on an earlier podcast, but today is the first time that I'm going solo on the entire thing. So I'm doing something that may flip people out. I've taken sleep aids, and yes, I'm drinking coffee. Now, the idea is I'm making the drugs go to my system faster by drinking a coffee cup. And trust me, it works. So anyway, I highly recommend it to anyone. Okay, here's the deal. We are now to a point in this game that I'm gonna be beautifying my surroundings, making things more functional, and making it prettier. I'm still stocking up food, and still looking forward to going out exploring again. I've got two more directions. I think I'm going, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's west and north that I have to go exploring, and hopefully I'll be able to find either potatoes or carrots or possibly both. The good news is I've found everything else that I need for the game. And I definitely will not go exploring today. That's not going to happen. But look at this. Last night I actually made my, look at that, stone. What I might do is I might go into the nether now that I've got this awesome diamond armor. I might, you know what? I need 5 more diamonds. Did I ever get any more creeper oysters? Because I'd really like to have diamond armor. There's a function of Better Than Wolves that oh hey, let me feed my boys. There's a function of Better Than Wolves with the armor overhaul. One of the more interesting aspects of the armor is, and I don't know if this is vanilla Minecraft, but whatever, you get a bonus for having a complete set of one type of armor. So if you get like all padded armor, or if you get all leather armor or whatnot, then you get a extra boost for the armor. Now look here, I've almost got an entire amount of armor. If you look at the shields down there near my hearts, yeah, I'm not doing too bad there. But having a complete diamond set, man, I could go into the nether and I could fight the heck out of some blazes. I'd like to get a good stack of blaze rods. That would speed up all of my industry and whatnot. Because right now, whenever I put my uh, stone in a hopper or anything, it takes a while to get out. Should I go ahead and continue with the You know what? I'm going to continue with this. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna keep like 9 pieces of sugarcane, and the rest of it is just gonna be a farm. Oh, uh-oh. A slime. Don't want a slime. Uh-oh, hope I can outrun him. Slimes are still bad business. Mucho badness. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Run away, run away, run away, run away. No, no slimes. Yeah, I know I'm running away from a slime, guys, but you know what? I mean, I've been doing too good to be attacked now by a slime. Okay, get him around this corner where he can't. And I should eat. Yeah, this'll work. Where's he at now? Huh? Is he trying to take me by surprise or something? Nah, he's just being dumbass. Ah, fighting them around corners is smart. Hey, I like it. There's also like a little timing thing that you can do with their bounce. If you're walking away from them and you get their... Look, they're not even... Oh god, no, 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 no. Well, they didn't do too much damage. Remember the last time they attacked me and I cried like a bitch? Yeah, fighting them around corners is really smart. Oh, come on, seriously? You little... okay, let's check on Doge. Okay, he's still Doge. Okay, he's still got food in there. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Good boy. He's such a poop factory. There's a guy at our work who looks like a serial killer, and we call him Corpse Factory. I know that isn't relevant, but it's, yeah, it's our thing. Need to make a little door so that I don't have to keep on busting this out. I'm gonna put gravel here. Hey, dog. You keep on being a dog. Creepers. Need you, creepers. Where you at? I probably already have an... Oh, there's one. There's a creeper. Yep. Cut your nuts off. I love cutting their fucking nuts off. It's the greatest thing that was ever added to any video game ever. And I mean it. Ever. I mean, you forget about, like, say, Pyramid and Silent Hill. Yeah, he's awesome. But he's not as badass as cutting the creeper's nuts off. Talk about Sinistar. Well, yeah, Sinistar was badass. But you didn't get to cut his nuts off. The end of the Ocarina of Time, when Ganon turns into his final form, the pig demon, and he knocks your sword out of your hand and you have to fight him with the hammer and without Navi. Yeah, that's badass. But if you had a freaking pair of shears and he got to cut his nuts off, that would have been better. Let's put all this stuff up. There's a reason that I've been there. I have no creeper oysters. That is all I've got. There's a reason that I have been looking for that sugarcane. Check this out. Sugarcane becomes wicker. Now, this is freaking sweet. Everybody who plays Better Than Wolves already knows what I'm going to do. You go over to your hopper. Remember how you can filter things? You can put a wicker slab in here. And watch this. I got myself a piece of flint and filtered it into sand. And I can just take the whole thing and just voom, like that. Yes, sir. I got sand without going into a desert. Let's go fire some. Ooh, that's kind of dark. Need to light that up. Yeah, we don't want anything to be dark around here. Now, we're nowhere near done with this, by the way. We still have to put like crafting tables and all kinds of stuff in here. Whoop. Now we'll have glass and stone and all kinds of stuff. And what I usually do is I take my different types of filters and I put them in here. It's like a holding thing. And oh, there'll be creepers out now. Hey, what's he got? Shovel. That's a free piece of iron. Come here, man. You look like it's hard for you to carry that. Yeah, I will relieve you of that. We like to call shovels spoons in Better Than Wolves, and I don't really know where that started, but you know, whatever. There's a creeper over there. They're dying. They're dying. Anybody else out there? Oh yeah, I guess I should address one of the things about my texture pack, just in case anybody else wants it. This is this is just grass. This isn't wheat. I wanted to have sort of like a amber waves of grain kind of effect for the grasslands. So like anywhere that there's grass, tall grass in the grassland, it just looks like a less sustaining version of wheat. If you put this right beside a wheat, you'd see that like wheat glows beside it. Like here we go, get a shot where you can actually see wheat and that grass in the same. You'd never mistake it. It's just that it looks like it has like um, it has like some flax on top of it, but nothing you can really use. And there are other things that grass can take on. There are Venus flytraps in the swamps sometimes, and they're not animated or anything like that. That I was thinking about doing that. At one time, I had bird nests in the trees. They were animated, and they had birds in them sometimes. Um, I kind of took them out. I don't know why I took them out. I could probably put them back in pretty easily. Just it's a question of whether or not it was adding to the playability or just cluttering everything up. Um, but anyway, time to move on and keep on working on this stuff. Think it is time to add the power switch to the this thing. Now, what I mean by power switch is we are going to first things first. I need to make a light box. Uh, there are light blocks in the game. To make a light block, It's a recipe. You take a, yeah, I'll make a couple dozen of them. 32 redstone, and I need 32 fiber of any type. It can be anything. Do I have, no, I don't have 32 string, but I have plenty of hemp. Okay, 36, there we go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna need glass as well. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to, oh look at that, the glass renders first. That's very convenient. Okay, don't think I have to have it, do I have to have it stoked? I can't remember. I'm talking to myself, and I don't mean to. Hey, did I not get the, oh my god, I didn't get the hemp. Motherfucking damn thing. Look at that, I can just put that in there and it'll turn into a ironing it. Did I not get it out? Look at that, I didn't. There we go. 32, 32, and 32. I like to make nice round numbers whenever I'm making something. Whenever I'm making like light blocks or something like that. Look at that. The shovel has already turned into an iron ingot. We're making glass now. We're in an entirely new age now, guys and gals. We are in the age of thing. I don't even know what it is. Wait a minute. What am I missing? Is it not supposed to be stoked? Huh. Maybe it's not supposed to be stoked. Okay. In that case, we're going to make it... Wait a minute. Does it have to be string? No? Huh. Okay, well, let's try to unstoke it. Now, to unstoke something, what you want to do is you want to have a redstone signal that is activated. Wait a minute, maybe not put it there. Maybe we'll put it right there. And then we will loop it back around here. I don't like that. It's too cluttered. Let's try something different. Okay, what I need to do is I need to make it so that a switch of some sort. You know what? We could do it right down here. Let's get some stone out of here. Perfect. Then I'll put the switch. Do I not have a switch? I don't have a switch. Why do I not have a switch? Okay. Well, whenever I need to make a switch, all I gotta do is take a stick and a piece of redstone. Look at that. Does that not make more sense than the vanilla Minecraft recipe? It's like, why would a stick and a stone be able to activate anything redstone, right? It doesn't make any sense. Now it does, with a simple change to the recipe. Another example of why Better Than Wolves is way better than anything ever. Now I've got to make it connect into this gearbox. Did I do it? I think I did. Yep, I did. Boy, that's a really efficient way to do it, too. Holy crap, look at that. Here, make it so that you can see it really easy. Check this out. And I always do it this way anyway. I turn it on, and it shorts out that gearbox right down there, and turns it that way. And there we go. Awesome. It was that it shouldn't have been stoked. Okay, well, now let's make everything pretty, people. I want to make everything pretty. I like to be able to see the mechanisms. I need one more piece of stone, and I don't have it yet, so we'll just put a pin in that. Put a piece of cobblestone in here. Hey, why not? It'll look nice when we're done with it. Now I've got my filament, and I've got the glass. Now, let's go back. I need to make a crafting table for over here. And pretty soon we're going to make a wall, so that everything will be nice and safe. We're not going to do that today, though. Today's going to be all about, oh, and look how lazy I am. I'm just going to split this wood. I don't even care about going up to the saw. I get double the wood out of it if I went to the saw. I just couldn't care less. I really couldn't care. Okay. Now, because the way I operate is I really like to make things efficient and easy on the eyes and fun. And anyway, I can't make 5 of them, but look at this. A light block. And the ways that, okay, this is going to be a learning experience here. I'm going to check something out. Will this thing, damn it. It won't. Hey, damn it. It will not allow me. You guys will see what I'm doing here in a minute. And now I gotta make everything unpretty again. But you know what I can do? Look at this. Put the light block up here. Everything's gonna be a little bit different than what I imagined. So just bear with me for here. This is part of the fun of Better Than Wolves, is trying to figure out how we're actually going to do things. See, I want this light to be on when it's smelting. I want it to be like, oh, it's activated, it is smelting, and then when you turn it off, it's like, oh, not activated, right? So the best way to do that would be to put probably be able to try something out. I need to split the crosstalk here, and then I'd need no. Okay, let's try that. If I was to put this on, and then I put a block right here, what would happen? Nothing. But if I put it here, still nothing. Okay. Okay. Ah, I got it. I know exactly how to do this. How do you do it? I'm not telling. That way, if I'm wrong, nobody will laugh at me. Now I've got to... I need a redstone repeater, and I'll be able to do it. This is really important to me, so back off. I don't really care if you guys think I'm wasting my time or not. This isn't about you. This is my playthrough, and I'm gonna do it. Make it all nice. There we go. Ooh, might be some guys. Don't want anybody to get me up. And I'm also, unfortunately, I'm gonna need some stone. Hey, wait a minute. Don't I have stone? Seems like I had some smooth stone already. Yep. And I'll need 2 redstone torches. There we go. The only reason I need this is because I need to prevent crosstalk on this. I call it crosstalk. I don't know what people really call it. But anyway, it's like to straighten out this wire here so that it does not interfere. Okay, that should... Yeah, okay, that burns it down. Now, when I turn that off... Yes, perfect. Alright, now. Now, how many... okay, I got plenty of those. Let's go ahead and keep on getting more smooth stone. Now, creeper hunt. Looking for those creepers. Oh, by the way, just so everybody knows, I've also got a massive toothache, and having to alter the way that I talk, which is going to be really interesting when I'm doing the presentation. People are going to be like, why is he talking like an old man? Whatever. Don't care. Am I really hearing what I think I'm hearing? I've been thinking about altering the particles for the smite so that whenever it's Bane of Arthropods or whenever it's Smite or whatever the heck it is that you've got on your sword, it's like diamond, like it's like a stars and hashtag kind of feel. This texture pack started out as just a regular Minecraft texture pack, Summerfields, and it didn't have any custom item textures or anything like that. And as I was playing Better Than Wolves, I started getting more and more acquainted with the way that it did its... well, better get out of here. There's a lot of guys. I'm probably equipped to fight them, but I'm kind of low on hunger, and I'm just not in the mood to die. Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. Hell no, hell no. Get away from there, son. We need to eat. Hey, is there another... Damn, there's another creeper over there. During the daytime, we'll fight him. Okay, yeah, screw it. We'll fight him now. I'll just... Oh, that's the same one I had. Hopefully he will not break free. Is that a creeper over there? Yeah, of course now we're hungry again. How many creeper oysters? I got 3. I need 2 more to complete my helmet. Let's see if the automatic egg maker is still firing on all cylinders. Man, it's not. We're gonna have to set up a turntable and a water wheel and all that underneath here, and really focus on getting some eggs and stuff, because this is not producing fast enough. We'll worry about that another time though. Let's do a sweep for creepers, one more sweep. Because if I can get those creepers, I think I might actually have enough diamonds to do a helmet. And if I don't, I can get them quick. I mean, for God's sakes. So does that, if anybody doesn't know where Better Than Wolves came from, an abridged version of it is basically that um, a guy on the Minecraft forums basically spoke his mind and said that, and I wasn't there for it, so I don't mean to misinterpret or misrepresent things, but like the idea that he presented was that Minecraft Mojang is a fantastic company and they're great and everything, but they kind of can't focus on one feature long enough to really flesh out the feature. I mean, they are a small company and they do the best with what they have, but um, they'll introduce dogs, and the dogs are, fun to look at for a second, but once you get past the idea that, yes, this is a dog, it doesn't really offer anything to you. So instead of like focusing their next update on fixing the dogs or something like that, they would go off and they would add, like, say, a new set of blocks, or they'd introduce redstone or something like that. And I know redstone came before dogs. I'm just example A, example B sort of thing. And finally, this guy decided that he was going to speak up about it, and he said, Minecraft could be one of the greatest things ever if they could get their shit together, basically. And I don't think he used those words, but um, you didn't really have to, because you know the the people that read these posts, they reacted to him the same way you would expect anybody to react to anything, which is with hatred and detestment and basically get the fuck out of here and all that. And he basically said that in the amount of time, which I forget how long it was, that the founders of Minecraft were working on the wolves, just the wolves, he could have created this set of blocks or this set of things or whatever that would have made the game much more interesting. And so this became the basis for what he wanted to do. What he did was he went to his drawing board and he in like less time than he even said he was going to do. He plopped down something like 6 or 7 blocks that worked with redstone and worked with this and worked with that, and it made the game more fun. And I think the light block that we just put in there is one of the blocks that he created right off the bat, and there were a couple others. Anyway, the point is, he presented it and people liked it, and then he called it better than wolves because the time he took for it uh, was not nearly as much time as it took for them to fix wolves. And this guy is, he's a video game designer, I believe. I believe he's worked in the industry actually, and he's, he knows how to code things, and you can tell that there's a lot of love that goes into this because everything that is implemented is very well done, very streamlined, very efficient, and there's a lot of thought that went into it. And the dude has never compromised on what he wanted to have in the game ever. There's never been a compromise, and so. Um, it's gotten to the point now where the game is it's as close to being done as we would expect it to be at this point. I don't like the the understanding is that version 5.0 is going to be the last one, even though that's never been stated. But like he had a flurry of ideas right near the end that it went from being like 4.8, 4.9, 4 point, whatever, to being like 4.999 and then 4.99999 and then 4.9999999, and now he's getting to where the updates are slow coming nowadays, and there's not much to be said about why. The community of Minecraft isn't what it used to be, and it can be a little bit daunting, I think. But the mod is still very much alive, and it doesn't have to be updated very often anymore because it is so well done. When I first started playing it, there were not nearly as many full-on options. There weren't nearly as many game obstacles as there are now. But every time there's been a game obstacle, you look at it at the first and you go, why the fuck would he do this to me? And then you kind of have a thing where you go like, I get it, sort of, but I'm still angry. And then you get to a point where you realize like, oh, I get it. Like the hardcore spawning. The great thing about hardcore spawn is that, um, imagine that you're playing Minecraft, and you get to the point that you've slept in your bed, and now you don't have to worry about spawning in a different area because beds take care of that for you. Um, you I mean, now you just you know die and you respawn in your bed like nothing ever happened. You know, nothing is fucked here. You're fine. Then there is a situation where you die and I think I heard somebody knocking on my door, but I think I was also mistaken. Anyway, this has become sort of like the main thing about Better Than Wolves is that it prolongs the gameplay. I'm gonna melt down this diamond hoe after I repair the farms. Now, oh yeah, okay, great. You've now established your home and you're happy with what you've created. Now you accidentally die. Oh God. You now spawn in a completely different area that you've never been to before, and you have to start all over again. But the great thing is, the way that hardcore spawn works, you end up only like as soon as the game is made, it sets a spawn point, but you never spawn in the spawn point. You spawn in an area around the spawn point predetermined at the beginning of the game, and it picks like 6 or 7 different areas I've never counted because I don't die that often. And when I do die, I rage quit. And it's to be expected in this game. But where I've really messed up is not honoring hardcore spawn. I have basically sped up the game. And the problem with that, I mean, the real problem with that is that I didn't have to do that. Like, I rage quitted and, like, I cheated earlier when I died while I was in the nether. But what I should have done was I should have just gone ahead, bit the bullet, and said, ah, you know, I've made all this progress going into the nether. You know, I don't have to make so much progress every single time. You know, I can come back at this, and then I would have had a lot more fun, you know, going through and eventually finding my home again and all that. But I ruin it whenever I circumvent it. So um, this is going to be a playthrough where I do not finish the game. I'm going to play through to my heart's content as long as I want to until I feel like I need to reset the game. And when I reset the game, what I'm going to do, this could be months, it could be a year, I mean, it could be forever. Probably after the holidays and after my work schedule slows down, I'm going to restart again, and that should be the final time on my YouTube channel that I do that. And plus, like, there's so much about Twitch and YouTube that I haven't mastered yet because I really don't know how to do this. I've never done it. So hopefully by the time that I do this reset, I'll be to a point where I know how to say make a intro for my videos and, you know, something really cool where, like, you know, it'll be produced better is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I gotta go take care of something. I'll be back very shortly, and you guys just watch me standing here staring at the front door. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. Now, Oh, I was gonna melt down the, we're gonna make that diamond helmet after all. I've repaired my crops, making sure that I have everything I need. So now I need all but one of my diamonds, and I'm not worried because I'm gonna get more. And I got enough iron in that thing over there. I'll be fine with that. I will need, I think I will need creeper oysters, but I don't think I'll need every single one of them that I have. There we go. Alright now. Of course I didn't bring everything I need. While we're in the process of doing stuff and not being boring and being honest with each other, I have to be honest. I am so thankful to have a game like this. And let me explain. I outgrew video games. Here's the problem. I remember playing, like I grew up on the regular run-of-the-mill systems that everybody that's 30 years old and I'm sorry, that's 40 years old had. I'm 37, by the way. My family had something before they had the Atari 2600, but I can't remember. It was either a game called High Life, which was like a plug and play, like single game kind of thing. Think Breakout or something like that. I can't remember. But was it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, I'll have a full iron set now. Then I have very fond memories of playing Atari 2600. And the Atari 2600 was a great game system for its time. But you know what? The games don't hold up because they were... I'll be the one to say it. They were bad. They weren't great, you know? Like, because we'd never seen anything like it, we thought they were okay. They were passable, but, I mean, being completely honest, they were not. We bought these things because, the parents wanted to shut up the kids and put them in front of screens. And shut up we did. We freaking shut up because we like playing them games. And I remember playing like the earliest memories I have of video games are, of course, going to arcades and hearing like the like the type of music that was in video games back then. And I remember playing Pac-Man on the Atari 2600. I remember playing Missile Command, Donkey Kong, the really bad port of Donkey Kong that they had. Let's see, there was a lot of games for it, but there's one that I remember more than any of them, and that is a game called Yar's Revenge. And Yar's Revenge was, it was my brother's favorite game. My brother was great at that game. Like, he freaking rocked. Look at that, full diamond armor, and now I'm covered from head to toe in awesomeness. And Yar's Revenge was just, it was a game for people that wanted to hear really repetitious, seizure-inducing sounds and play a game that nobody could understand what was going the fuck on. I remember the sound effects. It would start off with like a dull roar, like a, and then like you were this fly on the screen, and then it would like a like that, and so it would sound. Oh, and there was this thing called the Yars that you were trying to destroy, and it would sound like like this, and whenever you defeated a level, it would like shut down the screen and bring up the next one, and it would go. So like the sound effects for it, this is what you heard when you were playing. You're breaking bricks, and you hear like da 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 da, and then all of a sudden it starts to charge. Chow, chow, chow. Chow, chow. And that was it. It was so crazy. And so we, I would watch my brother play it, and he was really good. He was really good at that game. But then my favorite game, and I didn't get it until like the Atari 2600 was near the completion of its life cycle. It was a game called Demon Attack. And Demon Attack is like, imagine Space Invaders, but you only have like 6 enemies on the screen at one time, and they do all kinds of crazy things to avoid you while getting gradually and gradually lower, and then they dive bomb you to try to attack you. And it sounds deceptive. It was deceptively simple, but it had a lot of replay value. And I remember being like just amazing at this game, and just love the fact that there was something I was good at. I was a sickly child, so like I couldn't be good at sports. I couldn't be good at like anything else that like people really got into. I could totally and absolutely crush a video game, and I could um, draw and paint and all that stuff. But um, the chicks didn't care for that, and they were probably too smart for that back then. They're looking for somebody who could protect them. Even in middle school and grade school, they're still looking for that jock that could protect them from everybody else, and I understand that. So I didn't get much action in high school, but you know what? I was just born too early is the thing. If I'd have been born nowadays when nobody gave a shit about sports except for the jocks, you know, I could have ran my school, man. It would have been great. People would have been like, man, I don't know what we're gonna do. Billy's not here. That's my name, by the way. It's Billy. So when it came down to time to um, the 2600, just they quit selling games for it. And it was one of those situations where I just didn't even realize that the games weren't coming out. I just accepted this is the way that video games go. They don't come out very often. So um, when the Nintendo came out, the regular Nintendo, it was such a huge deal. And the reason that it was a huge deal was because of the types of games that it could play. And like you're talking about, like at the time, just a year or two behind arcade level, which isn't much. And I remember first time I played Super Mario Brothers and like thinking to myself, I don't have to pretend that like I know what's going on anymore. Like this is obvious. There is a dude in suspenders and a hat, and he is running around this kingdom that is ruled by fucking mushrooms, and he's breaking blocks, stepping on turtles, which I always thought was kind of brutal. And so um, I remember like the Super Nintendo coming out, and I remember how hard I fell for the Super Nintendo, and then I, found out the Game Boy. And interesting thing, the Game Boy came out before the Super Nintendo, and I loved my Game Boy games so much that I actually played the Super Nintendo less than I played the Game Boy, even when I was at home. Uh, Besides all that now, what was great about video games at the time were that you'd never seen anything like them. Now that we have seen things like them, it's nowhere near as magical as it used to be. But um, I remember when, let's see, Super Nintendo was still around, and I remember the Genesis coming out. Wasn't too impressed with the Genesis because I was more about the sound of the games, like the awesome MIDI, like soundtracks that they had. And when I was always thinking to myself, like, what would it be like if I was in a boating game, but I actually saw the things that I'm like driving toward get bigger as I go down this like, you know, play arena. And what I was looking at, what I was imagining was scaling and rotation and stuff, like the 3D world kind of thing. Well, when Doom came out on the computer, I didn't own a computer, but they made a port of it to the Super Nintendo, and yeah, it was a bad port by today's standards, but I'm telling you what, there was nothing like it. I ate that up and spit it out, and I loved Doom. I really did. Doom was my favorite game for a very long time. And then I've realized that, like, I would rather be reading comics and stuff. So, by the way, we're gonna go ahead and go to the Nether. I think we'll be safe. I got to a point where I just there wasn't anything new happening in video games at the time, and it wasn't a fault of the video games. It was just kind of a lull in the market, and that was it. But when the Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation came out, I remember thinking, holy crap, not only is this Nintendo 64 thing freaking awesome, but check it out, man. Like the PlayStation is really good too. And I remember thinking how crazy it was that we were so lucky to have two video game systems that were really great. Because I was never a big Sega fan. And PlayStation had some great games, and I don't remember playing many of the original ones too much, but I remember playing Kingsfield and Ridge Racer and a couple others. Nothing big, again. But it was when Doom came out and I played it that I realized that video games are about to come into their own. So I kind of got back into them by buying a Nintendo 64. And 3D games got me back into video games. And I loved, like, of course, me and all my friends, we would play, like, GoldenEye and, like, all of the games that you remember playing, I played. Mario Kart 64, which was, God, the best multiplayer game of all time in my humble opinion. A lot of other ones that were just great. But, man, oh man, oh man, I'm going to tell you what. When the GameCube came out, now I fell off the face of the earth in video games yet again after this. And when I got back into video games, I saw that the Nintendo had a new system called the GameCube. And I bought it. And I remembered thinking, man, graphics can't get any better than this because I can't see the polygons anymore. And the GameCube, it wasn't everybody's favorite system. I personally think it had the best controller of any video game system ever, except for obviously maybe the PlayStation or the Xbox. I don't know. People love the Xbox controller. I get that. But all right, we got everything we need. Let's go to the Nether. So, you know what? Ooh. I don't have any. Okay, cool. Um, anyway, when when the Nintendo 64 came out, they came out with like Doom 64, and of course I like the familiar things, so I stuck with them. And I do remember very very well thinking, well, okay, the graphics aren't that terrible anymore, but video games still have this thing where you're going on an objective, you're going on a quest. And once I realized how easy it was to like write a video game, I realized how much I was being bamboozled because I was on somebody else's construct. Didn't care for that too much. And it was the whole idea of running around like, okay, and this is a game I haven't played. I have not played this. I'm only speculating based on the other games in the series. Let's imagine that you are playing Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto, yes, has all this replay value and is so long and involving and it has a multiple number of endings and, I mean, all that good stuff. But it's still a finite number of situations. Therefore, the next time a new game comes out, you're going to focalize on it, and that's going to be it. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I know that. But I got out of playing video games. I just quit playing. And when I quit playing video games, it was apparent why. I was getting too old for it. I mean, the old thing, I'm getting too old for this shit is exactly the way I was feeling. So I did not get into the Xbox when it came out, or Xbox 360, or the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2, my ex-girlfriend used to play the heck out of it, and I thought it was a fantastic system, but I was a Nintendo guy. Not a fanboy, but a guy. I'm thankful that PlayStation gave Nintendo such a run for its money and beat them off the face of the earth so Nintendo would come back and have some great ideas. And they had a lot of them for the GameCube. Before Minecraft came out, my two favorite video games were Age of Empires 2 on the computer and Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. The Wind Waker was just a beautiful piece of artwork. Even the objectives were art. So, uh, as that is, and as I say that, I got to a point in video games that it didn't have anything else to offer me, and I stayed away from like devices and everything until I got a smartphone. And when I got that smartphone, okay, we're gonna have to take a run on this one. You know what? We don't have to run. We are going to make. Oh shit. Okay, gotta get out of here. Where's he at? Okay, shit. If he makes the. So anyway, as I was saying before, um, gotta get in. Smartphones came out, and I was once again amazed by the technology and thinking how lucky we were to have the technology. And then I started downloading games from the Play Store or whatever you call it. And these games were never anything huge. There might have been a video game that I liked or something like that here and there, but for the most part, it was just a distraction for me to get um, um, so I basically got to the point that these video games that I was downloading started catching my drift, and I started getting braver with my selections. And I remember what got me into Minecraft was a knockoff of Minecraft called Eden World Builder for the iOS. And oh yeah, I remember completely when this came out. It had a seed generation, like Infinite Worlds. This is before Minecraft Pocket Edition came out, but it was a sandbox builder. There were no mobs or anything like that at the time. So when I played this, I thought, yeah, this is okay. I'd really like to play it on my computer though. So the first thing I did, not knowing anything about it, I started trying to find out if there was a place that I could play it for free. And I found out about Minecraft. It said Eden is a ripoff of Minecraft. And I said, well, Minecraft is what I need to see. And okay, I remember my first game of Minecraft. I remember exactly how it went. I decided to watch a YouTube video on how to play Minecraft, and I found it. And that's when I realized that this game was something very special. So I got it, and never ever looked back again. And playing Better Than Wolves saved my Minecraft understanding because I was ready to put the game down. Oh shit. I was ready to put the game down when I found out about Better Than Wolves. Now, why is it that where am I trying to go? There's supposed to be a place somewhere. We're gonna have to put a safe house somewhere because I don't know where to go. Okay, so where am I supposed to go, Billy? Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Is that it? Yes, this is it. Okay. Now I'll be able to see it very easily. And it will provide a sanctuary for me from the ghasts. Alright. I love the game because of its seed generation. And I hated the game because it was too simple. Better Than Wolves took the seed generation and turned it on its head. I've never been so thankful to work on a game that felt so open source. And I've been playing Better Than Wolves for almost 4 years now. And if you know how Better Than Wolves works, then I'll love you. Where am I supposed to go now? I feel like there's a place that I'm missing. There's a place where I tunneled in, and I don't know where I tunneled in at. Okay, it's not over here. Is it up here? Maybe? Okay, now I'm lost. There's gotta be something I'm missing. So where the hell is it? Was I supposed to go down a different way? Ha! There we go. Need to make that a little bit more evident. There we go. People will see that. So, yeah. Better Than Wolves. And now I have something to do every single day when I get home. And that's what I love. Huh. Okay, gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. And I shouldn't burn very long. Look at that. Did it cause any damage to my suit? Nope. Okay, maybe this is it. Seems to be that I went down instead of up here. It does. Wait a minute. Okay, this is where I came from. Okay, gonna mute the podcast for a second.